So I just want to show you guys something so you start using your intuition because we all have it. It's like a still small voice that filters into your thinking and imagination. And an example is on the 13th of May, which was before the event. I said TLT, big beautiful tax bill passes without cutting equal amount. So this happened before that. But the key thing is Moody downgrades bonds and that it flushes towards 83-ish. All right. So that's a little bit of trader's intuition because Moody's hasn't made a move on a credit rating for U.S. sovereign debt in over 100 years. So start letting your intuition be part of what you do. You still would need confirmation. I had the technical signal here after this big break in early April. I sold this rally saying it was 61.8 back. It's just a bear flag, and that eventually we're going to take out this 85 level. So let's take a look at a live picture now and go over what's happening here. So here's TLT is going to open. It has opened. It's down here at 84. You can see it better on the 4 hour. The important part about it is whether or not it holds this breakdown. It's trying to reverse right now. But this is could end up being a buy the market, sell the market, sell the news, buy the fact. But that's what happened. If we start sticking and the weekly is really what's going to be important is how we stick, if we stick on the weekly chart, which here we are. We're back at these levels here. I think we actually took them out at one point today. So major support in yields. Okay, so the short side of TLT was right. If you have any left, TLT puts, you got to book some, especially if they're options. And now let's talk about the FX world last week. Had traders in the room get short at, it was up here, 101.30. We're working lower in this. To me, it looks like a bear flag. I think that we're going to flush. I always felt that this was a bear market rally, that we were going to have another move towards 96 and a half, 96, extreme case 95, 94. And with the dollar heading down, we have risk off now, as I said. Dollar steady like this, you had equity risk on strength. Dollar weaker like it is today, and you have risk off in the equities. Nasdaq's down over 250 this opening. All right. So also we bought Euro last week. It was on this day. So, it held, it was a probe, and it's turning out to look pretty good. It's held a daily 50. Um, we do have pretty good momentum up here. I'm looking for new highs. I'm looking for new highs over this level by 100 pips towards a high 116s, 117s for the final push up before we get an even bigger correction from there. That could take us back down to maybe 110, like what people were looking for now. We're also short the Canadian dollar from 140. I'd stay with it. I think you could take partials, so you have about 50 pips, and you could put BE stops in there now. If it gets back over this 40-20 level, maybe something else is happening, but it's just trying to hold on to the 9-day. And underneath that, I'm looking for new lows in Canada. Okay, so there you have my looks and my views on currency. So what I was thinking, depending upon if it's serious or not, that perhaps this break in bonds that might be finishing might be the catalyst for maybe wave two. I know a lot of people are looking at this as a rising wedge, and it could be. But, let's start at a day at a time. And a day at a time to me see, it's actually holding this wedge. Plus, we have some gaps underneath it that could be filled. Um, that, if it is a wedge, we're going all the way back down to the lows. But how about just some type of pullback towards, if you are bullish, this is, maybe wave one, and we're going to get a two. Anyway, I wouldn't be long up here right now. It's still, if you're bullish market, be waiting for pullbacks. I actually, let's take a look at any of my shorts. I did put on a new short on um, Uber yesterday. Wow, look at Apple's getting killed. Uh-huh. So I'm short the strength. There's Uber. Nvidia's giving some back, but as I thought, Apple was a short. Look at that. It looks like it's breaking down out of a bull flag. Also, you may want to be careful with Bitcoin here. This is a pretty ugly candle, daily candle. Um, Maybe some people are going to say this is a double top, and it could be. So you never go broke taking profits. I would trail my stops to, you don't want to see 92 taken out again, because if you get 92 taken out again, you could maybe even expect 60. All right. So manage your risk. Your long Bitcoin, 92 is a level you don't want to see again for going to all the astronomical numbers. Um, let's take a look at, I think oil is uneventful today. It's really, it's kind of testing my patience, but I can't get out of it because it's still really doing nothing wrong. We could have a big turn in the week, and negotiations between the U.S. and Iran seem to be getting tenser. I don't know how they're going to bridge this one difference that the U.S. doesn't want to allow any uranium enrichment, and Iran wants to hold on to their right to be able to do it. So we'll see if that develops into anything. I mean, maybe part of President Trump's trip to the Middle East was not just about making deals. Maybe it was about alerting allies what they may have to do. So we'll see. Still long crude. I'd like to see it get over this 63 level. That would help arrest some of this negativity. No one's bullish oil. I haven't seen anyone that's really bullish oil. Everyone's saying it's a rally to sell for a move to 40. But we start closing over 63, it's a different story. So if you stayed short the dollar, stay short because there's still some left. If you're long the euro, stay at least partials, stay long the euro uh, with partials. If you're short Canadian, stay short Canadian with partials. I'm very unimpressed with the action in silver again. The gold silver ratio is heading up. Maybe we are going to do 110. Gold, coming off some of its best levels, it doesn't look so great to me. So, I mean, I know there are a lot of people saying this was just an ABC and now we're off to the races. That count will change if they take out 3120, which I think is going to occur. Silver up 8. Let's just take a quick look at the miners. I know the gold miners are stronger. I think we could still be patient for the SPY and AG lower and SILG lower and Fortuna lower and also Endeavor lower. Banks are under some pressure, not much, but it's mainly the Mag 7. They're under a lot of pressure. Also, Netflix, I sent some charts out to into the room. that we're diverging everywhere on Netflix. So be careful. That's one of the only ones making new highs. Uh, Google seemed to be kind of the weakness to me. And the Uber trade, this is what you need for Uber. Okay, it's a really it's a play off a weekly chart, and I'm playing it as a three drive to a top formation with 1, 2, 3. Now what we need is a weekly red candle to confirm that it is a third drive. So we'll see what happens this week, but um, a red candle is a signal. You don't have to do what I do and anticipate a signal with a few. I do that at the third drive, but sometimes I get stuck in overthrows because of that. Just wait for a red candle and go with the red candle with stops over the highs is how to trade that. NVIDIA, not giving up that much compared to the other ones. We'll see. I'm a bit underwater on this. I would need it to start trading back under these moving averages, back under like 25 to have my confidence come back on this call. So that's a wrap, everybody. Oh, should have had a great Monday with a weak dollar. Maybe short TLT and puts. I had a lot of pushback in TLT saying, no, it's basing. And let me tell you something. There is a huge net short position in bonds. It was record breaking before, but in the last couple of weeks, it's become even more extreme. So be careful about getting too bearish down here. Let's start off and see if the breakdown holds. I suspect that this is more important than the market's making it out to be. They're kind of poo-pooing it today. So we'll see. Good hunting. See you in the room. This is where I post. I didn't post anything new because everything gapped and gapped in our direction. So grateful for that.